What is up, guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to pick up some parts for the starlet turbo project, and we will be picking up parts to do an ABS delete on the Nissan. I'll be showing you how to do it without spending a lot of money on a GK Tech kit. So we'll be doing it just with some parts you could pick up at your local auto store. And then again, save you a lot of money on it. It's the same, not as pretty looking, but it will do the job perfectly. So let's pick it up from there. Turbo kit, and then it is not fast at all. It's so slow. But the parts weren't ready to get picked up yet, so we're going to the local auto parts store, equivalent to AutoZone, and pick up the ABS Delete parts. So yeah, let's do that. So guys, we are back in the shop. Let me show you what we picked up for the Nissan. This right here, that's all you need to do the ABS delete. A T-piece and a straight through. I'll show you the reason why in a second. These need to be M10.1, just so you know if you have to order. The local parts store should have these, like AutoZone or something. Really easy to do. And what we will be doing is getting rid of this big thing. It should be pretty easy though, because you have the front one here and the front one here, and they go into the T, and the rear one, this one goes to there. Simple. Then delete it, and that will give you so much space. Look at that. That's crazy. I have been debating a while to remove this, but after last time I took out the engine harness wires, which come out down here, I'm just done with that. I'm not gonna hassle. So we're gonna remove this because it's a 30-year-old ABS anyway. It doesn't really work. So let's get on with it. So there you go, guys. 15 minutes of work and it's fitted. This is literally the same as GK Tech sells, just it's not with braided lines, which they sell. They connect over here and go around, come down here and tee in at the same point. And then instead of they have a connector here, they have a line to go from the rear over here and down under the car to a connector. So that's the only difference. They also include the T like here. You have to do it the same way. But this way you keep the original lines, which for some could be a better deal. But I'm gonna change this at some point. It's just because I don't wanna pay for the GK Tech stuff at the moment. I have so much money out on the gearbox swap and everything and the engine swap, so we're holding off on that. At some point we would be painting the engine bay, and at this point we would be changing it up and doing it much more presentable. There it is. 15 minutes of work, $20, and you have an ABS Delete. I mean, look at this thing. It's so big. Look at all this weight. By the way, guys, my car is going to be track oriented. It will be used on the Nürburgring and some other track days and also some drift days, so that's why I'm doing this. It's not strictly a street car. And anyway, it's a 30-year-old ABS system. It doesn't really work like a modern car, especially on a track. It would be so bad. So that's why we're removing it. At some point, maybe if we go serious with the car, we could get the Bosch Motorsport ABS kit, but that's way out in the future. I wouldn't even, we probably wouldn't do that. Who cares? It's ABS. We're not going to use that on the track anyway, and we won't be going quick enough on the road to do it, to use it, so who cares? Hate me or love it, I don't care. Also, the starlet parts weren't ready to pick up yet, so we'll be getting it in an hour or so, and I'll show you what we picked up. But actually I found one of the pieces I needed. Let me show you. A friend of mine told me we needed this. I had it in a box somewhere. He did it the same way. We could tee off the oil pressure sensor on the starlet. So I guess the sandwich plate was not the perfect solution to use because of some space issues. I'd rather have a little more space for the turbo and make sure it doesn't melt like the oil filter or something. That would be really, really bad. But I still have to make a decision about the turbo manifold. Whether to weld the T25 flange on it or make an adapter or just weld the turbo together. Who cares? It's a budget car. It's supposed to run until it doesn't anymore, so who cares? Anyway, I'll show you what we picked up when we go pick it up and pick it up from there. So guys, I'm back from the parts run. We got the two flanges here, CT9, T25, the T-piece for the oil pressure, and the T-off for the oil line, turbo line. This is just an old used mock-up line. It's not the one we're going to be using, but I got it with just to mock up, and we're gonna go get a new one. So I have to make a decision to either weld this to this or make some kind of adapter for this to work, because that has a T25 flange, see? So guys, we should be pretty much set for taking one day out of the calendar and putting turbo kit on to the starlet. I can't imagine what I need else, actually. So that will be all for today. Thank you very much. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. Yeah, see you guys.